we can call that looking for the underlying want or need, right?
Yeah.
You know, when couples, for example, will fight about something, you need to get a second job. Well, I don't want to get a second job. I'm too stressed, right? Or, you know, we need to have sex more often. Well, I don't want to have sex more often. There's really not much you can do if that's what if you focus on the end result or the decision or.
Phil Phails for you.
But then if you look at the underlying need for each one, well, why do I need to get a job? Well, I want to feel less stressed. What would happen if your spouse got another job? Well, then I wouldn't have to work a second job and I could give more attention to the kids, or, you know, I would feel less stressed, or we would be able to pay off our debt. And then you get to what the underlying need is, and it might be to feel more safe or to not be so stressed. And then you can be creative. Maybe there are other ways to try to feel less stressed or feel more financial security without the partner getting a second job, because then you can talk.
Yeah.
If it's just one thing and there's no give, you can't really, there's nowhere to go with that.
We jump to problem solving too quickly.
Okay.
Is that what it is?
Exactly.
I've got the solution. I'm presenting it to you.
Right.
Let's do it.
As opposed to, there's some feelings that are uncomfortable that I would like to address. Can we work as a team and be creative?
Yes.
To come up with some ways to might help me feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
That could work for both of us.
And this applied in my software job. I remember I was a
coding person,
wrangler.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they would just tell me what to do. And, you know, this is what you need to do. And I'd say, like, don't tell me what to do. Let's talk about what you want, what the outcome you want, and then let's work together. Let's work together on how to solve it.
Yeah, you wanted to have some ownership of it.
I really did. I wanted to be a part of the creative aspect of it. Like, let's talk about, there's a bunch of ways to skin this cat. I've never skinned a cat ever, but it's a thing. And I want to be a part of coming up with how we skin the cat. I think that's what speaks to me when you say that. It's, don't tell me what to do. Tell me what the need is. Tell me how you're feeling. Tell me what's going on, and let's have a dialogue, because the dialogue is what creates intimacy.
Bingo. Yeah.
Which is what you probably need.
Right. And so often, if we're talking about couples, you know, they may come to me because they're not feeling close. They're not happy together. They want more closeness, but they're not aware of the ways they're trying to get their needs met actually pushes their partner further away rather than making it safe for the partner to stay close.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we had Christmas recently, and my sister messaged me and she said, "Oh man, our brother is like really being a jerk." And then I talked to my brother, and he was like, "Man, Kristen just called and yelled at me a bunch about how I'm not spending time with her." And when I talked to both of them, what I found was Kristen wanted to spend time with her brother, wanted to invest and develop their relationship, to continue to kind of nurture their relationship, to get quality time together. That's what she wanted. And my brother was finding it challenging to prioritize that in his life. And the way that Kristen, my sister, would respond to him would be to yell at him and to...
Right, which is going to push him away and make it less attractive to spend more time with her. Yeah.
And then he yells at her, and then it's this thing, and I'm like, guys, she wants to spend time with you because she loves you. She just wants to spend time with you. I hate to undermine it by using the word just. She wants to spend time with him. And for her, that's a need. And it's hard to tell someone that you love, that you care about, that you can't prioritize that in your life. Both of those things seem to be really difficult. But the way they would start to unravel that would be to probably just share it that plain way. Like, I love you. I want to spend time with you.
Right.
And I feel like our relationship is we're pulling apart.
Right.
How do we come back together?
Right. So there's an intimacy want or need, but there's a low tolerance for actual intimacy and talking about it or trying to make it happen, probably because, that wasn't the language in the family growing up. There wasn't people maybe were sarcastic or indirect or, so people weren't used to talking about emotional needs and wants. So, everybody's, speaking the language that they were raised in, and often, it doesn't facilitate feeling good together.
Yeah. I hadn't spent time with this family in like 5 years, and I went and had Christmas with them this year, and I thought, man, we all probably needed to do a lot of work. And and my brother's like, why don't you become a therapist? I'm like, I don't know that I want to be a therapist. I mean, I like the idea of helping people. But I just think this is healthy communication. And I think he views healthy communication as you're a therapist. And I think a therapy is probably well beyond this. I'm just like,
Yeah.